Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Field Family Predictions for the championship weekend. We've had a very successful wildcard and divisional round, and we're here to pick the championship weekend winners, the two teams that will be advancing to Super Bowl 53.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the Super Bowl because I get to see my players in the Pro Bowl. Woo!
That's right. We are diehard Steeler fans. We're excited to see Le'Veon Bell probably playing for the Jets and Antonio Brown most likely playing for the San Francisco 49ers, which means we are going to win the Super Bowl next year. But for this year, we're going to worry about the Super Bowl right now. All right. We are now ready to pick both games of the weekend. Holden, what's the first game that we're going to be picking for today?
Rams at Saints.
Rams at the Saints. Jackson, how do you feel about the Los Angeles Rams versus the New Orleans Saints for this weekend?
I think the Los Angeles Rams are going to beat New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints get into too many close games, and they are bound to lose one of them, especially to a good team like the Rams. I could bring up examples like Pittsburgh, Buccaneers, even the last weekend, the Eagles, where they almost lost if the Eagles didn't turn into regular season old Nick Foles. So, my prediction is the Rams because they're going to get into two close situations, and the Rams are just going to pull ahead with Todd Gurley and Jared Goff leading the way.
So you're picking the Rams for tomorrow for the upset in the Superdome?
I don't think it's an upset. I mean, none of these games are upsets.
None of these games are upsets?
None of these games are upsets. All these teams can beat each other, one way or the other.
All right. And Holden, how do you feel about tomorrow's Rams versus Saints game?
I think the Saints, because the Saints already beat the Rams in the reg season.
In the reg season?
Reg.
And they beat them in the reg season?
Yeah.
So the Saints beat the Rams in the reg season?
Yeah.
So you think the Rams are going to come back and beat the Saints?
No, I think the Saints are going to beat the Rams.
Oh, the Saints beat the Rams, and now you think the Saints are going to beat the Rams again because they already beat them once in the reg season?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the regular season, you know.
Reg.
The reg season? R-E-G dot? I know, but Jackson did. All right, so Jackson thinks the Rams, Holden thinks the Saints. Well, I'm going to say that, Jackson, I do think that if the Rams are fortunate enough to take the lead, they probably could control the game, run Todd Gurley, run out the clock, keep it as actually a low-scoring, as amazing as that might sound, defensive game. The only thing is I just don't think the Rams have a good enough defense to be able to contain Drew Brees.
But that's what you said about the Chiefs, and how you said.
Oh my God! And that's what I said about the Chiefs and Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And I have not seen a team play a worse game against a worse defense than Andrew Luck and the Chiefs. Like, I am completely baffled on how bad that team played. Saying that, different conferences, different teams, different games, different weeks. Exactly. So what I'm going to say is this. The Saints have a decent enough defense. They have an excellent offense. The St. Louis Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, can you please move back to St. Louis? The Los Angeles Rams have a great offense and a halfway decent defense. Ultimately, I think a defensive battle will swing towards New Orleans' way because they have a better defense. I think an offensive battle will swing towards New Orleans' way because their offense are about the same and New Orleans has a better defense. I'm going to pick the Saints to go to the Super Bowl and have a chance to win their second Super Bowl ever. And that's who's going to win the NFC. So, Holden, who did you pick?
The Saints.
You sure?
Yeah.
And who did you pick?
The Rams.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm picking the Saints.
The Saints only have won the Super Bowl one at a time?
Saints have won one other Super Bowl, correct.
And it was for Hurricane Katrina that hit New Orleans.
And it was for Hurricane Katrina that hit New Orleans. And that's why there's so many Saint fans out there.
Yeah.
Because they all were rooting for the New Orleans Saints to win during Hurricane Katrina, and they did.
The next game is Patriots at Chiefs. Again, the 1 at 2. Because the other game was 1 at 2.
I know, they're both...
Oh, 2 at 1, I mean.
Yeah, 2 at 1. They're both the 2 at the 1, so I guess your whole concept of having no experience in the playoffs really didn't pan out, because all the teams that had no experience in the playoffs won. Yeah. All right. Jackson, do you want to go first on this one? What? But you want to go first? Okay, fine. Go first.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. Because they are the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are really have nothing to show. They have nothing at all to show. Their name is the Chiefs. The Patriots have a longer name, so I'm going with the Patriots.
All right, so the New England Patriots are a longer name than the Kansas City Chiefs, so therefore, for Holden, the New England Patriots are going to win. The New England Patriots versus the New Orleans Saints in the Super Bowl for Holden. Jackson, how do you feel?
Patrick Mahomes, at the start of the year, made a little thing with my dad that my dad thought Patrick Mahomes it was going to be garbage. And I said he wasn't. I even had one of my best friends. He was saying how Patrick Mahomes is going to be good because he has a cannon of an arm and can hit Tyreek Hill. Now, has that worked? Yeah, it did. I'm picking the Chiefs because at the start of the year, I was hoping for someone to dethrone Tom Brady in the AFC Championship games. I was hoping it would be Ben Roethlisberger. Obviously, that's not the case. But I just don't want Tom Brady going to another Super Bowl because I don't like the Patriots. We're Steeler fans. What do we look like? Jet fans? Okay, I'm picking the Chiefs.
So you're picking the Rams versus the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And you're picking the Saints versus the Patriots.
That's so weird because you even said the Patriots were going to be in the Super Bowl.
Well, I changed my mind after they gave up.
And it's his prerogative to do what he wants to do. It's his prerogative.
Stop that, you are
I
making,
know, I should not be singing. Can I make my prediction?
No.
Okay. So, Jackson is right. I have not liked the Chiefs the whole entire year. I have not liked Pat Mahomes. I have not been big on the Kansas City Chiefs. I was not big on their defense. I think that Indianapolis Colts just kind of had a horrible game plan last week and just never showed up to play. That's not going to happen with the New England Patriots. It's not. The Belichick will devise a plan and a scheme, and they will show up to play next week. Saying that, I feel that the Kansas City Chiefs will be disappearing from this game as fast as you can say Kareem Hunt. And therefore, I feel that the Patriots are going to win this game. And I'm agreeing with Holden that we are going to see a Saints-Patriots Super Bowl because ultimately, at the end of the day...
But Kareem Hunt's on the Chiefs. He's their kicker and punter.
You mean kicker and puncher?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, Jackson had a really good joke earlier today. He said, the game, you know how they say the game's not over until the fat lady sings? And he said, that's not true because the game's not over until...
Andy Reid sings.
And I will tell you, the game will be over, and Andy Reid will not be singing. He will be crying. Saints will be playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Holden got the Saints versus the Patriots. I had the Saints versus the Patriots. Jackson is going completely the other way. It's going to be the Rams versus the Chiefs. So I guess we'll see what happens. If the Rams are still in St. Louis, it would have been a battle with Missouri. But they're not. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. I hope you enjoy your football. And we will be back in 2 weeks. And we will predict the Super Bowl as we always do. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Who's Gracie?